Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah Carter. I'm Vice President for Actiance, and my colleague driving our demonstration today is David Cho. Actiance helps organizations to manage, secure, and ensure compliance across unified communications, Web 2.0 applications, including blogs, wikis, and social media. And social is what we're here to talk to you about today. Here in the financial services industry, we face some unique challenges when it comes to social, not least the regulatory guidelines from FINRA, the SEC, and other bodies around the world. Now, we've been helping financial services firms to enable the use of real-time communications for more than a decade. Today, we'll show you how we do that with social media. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce Socialite Engage. Socialite Engage helps the regulated user to share approved content, to measure the results of that, gives them authenticity of voice, and it ensures that your financial institution meets regulatory compliance requirements. As an individual user, as one of those regulated users, Socialite Engage enables David here to aggregate his content and his connections on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter into a single familiar user interface. As well as tracking all of the tweets, the wall posts, and the status updates of his connections on all three of these networks, he can comment upon, interact with, and engage directly from this single dashboard. David can also see in the red on the top left the results that he's had of sharing content over the last day, week, and month. The number of clicks, likes, comments, and shares he's received. But he can also see in the grey the results of his teammates. Because when it comes to using social in distributed teams, gamification really does change behaviour. That old competitive spirit really gets us moving on. Now, using that teaming, Socialite Engage allows you to crowdsource the content, to check the results that your teammates are receiving on content before you share it. And the system automatically presents the most popular content to you. Now, you can't possibly hope to keep a track of all of the folks that you follow on Twitter, that you're connected to on LinkedIn, and you're friends with on Facebook. So at Actiance, we've created the concept of key connections, because not all of those connections are created equal. So Actiance allows you, the user, not the system, to select who is of particular importance to you at a point in time. And it allows you to focus on those individually. And you can change who those key connections are immediately. They don't have to be the same today as they are tomorrow. Now, one of the key challenges when it comes to social is what to share and when. Socialite Engage enables you to share relevant and pre-approved content to your network of connections. In the library, the user can review what's available, check out the user note, and look at the results that teammates have already received with that content. On selecting which content to share, the marketing team here have made available 3 options to David that he can share about us being here at Finovate. David can get a preview of what that content looks like when he selects the individual networks, and he can also put it into his own words. He can use authentic voice. This is a key reason why organizations such as Raymond James selected Actiance to share on social networks. Time of day and day of the week is of particular importance when it comes to social. Most folks engage with financial services professionals here in the US between the hours of 7 and 9 a.m. Eastern. So scheduling that content when people want to read it is important. Looks like this is relevant for now, though, so let's go ahead and share that on our networks, David. There are other ways in which you can engage and share content on social through Socialite Engage. David's now going to share some content that he creates himself, and I know we have some luminaries in the audience today, and we're just going to do a quick shout out to 2 of those that we recognize from the Twitter feed. Twitter? You have to select Twitter. Okay, excellent, thank you. Now, all of the content and all of the activities that David's been undertaking can be controlled and archived for regulatory reasons. And on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, there are 211 features that you can archive and control access to. But let's take a look at the results that users get. Not only can David see the hour of the day when people engage with him, here is his personal results for today, but the day of the week, his results throughout the month, and also over the year that he's been using the system. He can identify what type of engagement he receives, clicks, likes, comments, and shares, and which network is most impactful for him. He can see what content works, what's most engaging, what's least engaging, what content his connections want to read, and what resonates with his network. When it comes to his network, he can see how his network has grown over the year. He can see who his most active connections might be, who's interacting with him the most, and who might be a center of influence with a lot of connections for him, as well as who he's lost as connections. Now, you've seen Socialite Engage here from the user's perspective, how we can share content, measure results, and ensure it's in line with regulatory guidelines. Imagine this from a chief marketing officer's perspective, seeing all of the results of all of the extended members of the team, from marketing to financial advisors to the distributed sales team, an aggregated list of folks sharing content that is on brand and on message. That's Socialite Engage. Thank you very much.